Hello and good evening. My name is John. We're playing PixelJunk Monsters 2, the sequel, of course, to PixelJunk's Monster 1, a game that I played and quite enjoyed. This is the updated version that came out sometime this year. I've played a few rounds of it. So the first question is, how does it compare to the first PixelJunk Monsters? I really like the change to the look. I think it really brings it to life, although the 3D does have some foibles. Why don't we head back down to one of the starting areas here. I think this is, yeah, let's go back to the starting area. We're gonna play it on, not weird. I thought I beat it on tricky already. We're gonna play it, oh, did I choose fun? We'll find out. So what are the differences? Of course it's in 3D now. That's not fun, nope. Restart that on tricky. What are the differences? Well, the main differences are that the towers actually use the new geometry in their targeting, and in some situations being higher up or lower down will affect the range of towers or what they can shoot. Now, in most situations you may not notice it, but in some of the fine details it will come into play, and for better or worse. So like the first game, you can run into trees and try to find loose coins. I'm gonna get myself a nice ground tower. I like me a Tesla. No, I can't do that yet. Let's get a cannon. Also, the trees do get knocked down, which is also new. We got 2 cannons. Get a arrow. Because the trees get knocked down, you have to be careful where you're building. You don't want to ruin your chances to put more stuff down in there. So we got a couple arrows, a couple of cannons. That should be good for the start. Actually, I'm gonna not dance. Dancing, of course, adds some more levels to your stuff. One of the downsides of this game, which is from the first one still, is that you kind of have to do a little trial and error because you don't always know the paths the enemies will take, and because of that you might be in a situation where you have to fail a few times to figure out what's going to work. One other minor concern is that you don't see what kind of upgrade it's going to be. Oh, I may have spent money on upgrade. You don't see what upgrade is going to be until when you're buying it, which is a big bummer, because I don't know, did I buy the right tower? Hard to say. So this just says upgrade. In the other previous version, it would say whether it got attack speed or damage. I still remember most of them, and there's not a lot of new towers from the first game added this one. So the quick question is, you know, which one would you rather buy? I think both are still good. This one does offer 4-player multiplayer. It's a little spotty in a few places, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta live with it. I want to find, there should be a few more trees with stuff in them, not just birds. Another thing about the 3D that's super wonky is that the coins and stuff can fall into the water and you lose them. It's a big bummer. I don't know if I'm gonna find anything else. Oh no, are we gonna get leaking? Yep. And we lost the person, so we can no longer get a rainbow, which is not ideal. I should have built some more towers. feel that you can also get by for quite a lot with just building arrow towers. Maybe if I would have danced this up to level 2, it would have been able to take out those spiders. There's a boulder there you can push. There's a lot of new interactions that I think are pretty good. The levels for each area are basically the map rotated or zoomed in different areas, which is a good way of reusing the resources. I do really think that compared to other tower defense games, not having the ability to roll back and make up for a mistake, like go back one wave, is kind of a bummer. Still one gem shy of building a Tesla or building a flame. You have to beat stages to unlock new ones. So, you know, I gotta progress. I got the flamethrower and slow tower for the first 2 areas being cleared. In multiplayer, I think this game's a lot better. You can have people searching and dancing and paying attention to more areas and stuff like that. Does not have fast forward or speed, so like when you're waiting, when you think you're good and you're waiting, you just kind of just gotta wait. So yeah, overall, I'd say this is a solid sequel. I really like the visuals. They even give you a first-person view, which I don't think anybody really can use very well. But it does show off that the creatures are in full 3D. I do like that they go ow when you hit them with the towers that they're weak against. Get this rock guy, he'll probably taken out by the cannons pretty easily. Yep. Alright, I want to build a flame tower. Build it right here. Oh, it's 3. Alright, I'll build a Tesla. It's 4. I only have 3. Just soften them a bit. Of course, the flame tower or the Tesla tower won't do any good against the air. Why are they taking a different path? So this is one of those situations where, just like the first game, the enemies are going to come from a different spot, so you have to have known this to properly build your defenses for it, and that's something that at times does not feel super fair. But if we can get this level 3, we should be okay. We got a lot of arrow towers. We got an AA gun all designed for this. Oh, we're already level 3. This is going to level 4. Not exactly clear what the labels were on that one. Multiplayer, you all get your own money, and you get to all dance differently. It's really the way to play. You have someone to talk to, because this game does have some Some pacing issues. So yes, in the long run, I would love to have the ability to have some sort of show me all the waves record that I don't have to go to Wikipedia to find or something. Group all these guys up. Coin I'm losing on the right somewhere. Well, let's test the teller. Oh, we're really soften them up. Didn't get any kills, but minced them all pretty good. Alright, we have the boss next. The 5th level up, of course, is the best, or most powerful. We're gonna put flame there. Right there. Well, that doesn't look quite right. So it would be nice to be able to look at this and go, what is the next upgrade going to be? And it unfortunately doesn't tell you. They do not like the fire. You only get experience for kills, you don't get experience for damage, which again is another bummer. Which means that Ice Tower will never level up unless you dance on it. Alright. Oop, that last gem. Bosses spawn enemy, which I think gives them a little more feeling to them. In the first game, once a boss came, you would basically just sell everything but cannons and not really worry about the rest of the stuff. Are you close enough to get the fire tower? No. Yep, so if I would have built a few more arrow towers early on, I would have been able to get a perfect on this, but I didn't, so I didn't. So it comes down to would I recommend this game? If you're playing this game solo, I would not recommend it as much. If you're playing multiplayer, I would, because I think the multiplayer is a lot of fun. The reason I wouldn't recommend it single player is that there's a lot of trial and error. There's a lot of oh, this is close enough now. Oh, he's standing right there in the fire spawning guys. And not that trial and error is bad, it's just I feel that, you know, I kind of lose without knowing why, because I obviously didn't know all the waves are coming. And then the second time I memorized it to get a little further. Alright, Tesla got him. Next tower's working pretty good. But I still don't know what the exact tower abilities are, or strengths or weaknesses. I just know what type they are. So I don't know, like, is this fire tower really great? Later on, enemies do have weaknesses that you have to account for. Oh, they spawned into a bad spot. Oh, that tower. I think it'll be okay. That back. Oh, I missed a coin. So we should be able to dance here and get this one up to 5 and then move out of that tower. Why don't we just do this? So arrow towers, they're range damage. You won't know that by playing the game. You know that from playing the first game. There might be a setting or something for it, I'm not sure. Oh, we're fine. There we go. Well, we've already gotten the rainbow previously, but I was surprised I wanted to play the harder difficulty. Get all those jumps in. Get rewards, high scores. You can buy customizations. I can't unlock the third. Maybe there's something I have to do with later in the game. Weird. I've got... Maybe those scores only register for single player? Possible. 9 rainbows. Quite a few areas. Let's see, how many does this one need? We now unlock Cocoa Valley. What's about the Tiki Man, towers, power attack range, checking out by grading towers, auto grown towers, coins, ancient mass, fruit vendor, quick money method. Yep. High ground. Yeah. Oh, you can do attack? Huh. Never done that before. Alright. Tons of monsters. Arrow towers pop balloons, which is good to know. After some time, it'll sink back down. So this tower upgrades other towers around, which is kind of nice. It's a nice little boost. Host and guess, host play. Yeah, but no real details, so that's one of the downers on that. But I said there's a lot of levels, a lot of things to do, a lot of difficulties. Unfortunately, you're going to have to play most levels multiple times to figure out the way where the enemies are coming from. But I've been enjoying my time with it. I'm a big fan of tower defense. I played some multiplayer, 3-player, and it was good. A little laggy, but really enjoyed the time spent with it. And I did buy the DLC, which is why I'm wearing a Danganronpa mask, but you don't have to. See. So there you go. PixelJunk Monster 2. Pretty solid. Like I said, if you're gonna play solo, maybe not. There might be better offerings out there, but very few tower defense games have multiplayer, which I think is makes this game stand out. Cheers.